Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Teachnology. In this tutorial, I'll tell you how to improve your written English through the proofing features of Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word can check your grammar and spelling to ensure that every document doesn't end up with awkward mistakes. But you probably have not been taking full advantage of proofing features of Microsoft Word. Although the default settings may be enough for most people, Microsoft Word includes a powerful grammar checker which can also analyze a long list of grammar rules to flag additional potential writing style issues without the need to resort to any third-party services. Now let us see how to configure Microsoft Word to enable these features. As you can see, I have opened a document that has a Wikipedia article on Kadapa city. Microsoft Word has long featured the ability to view readability statistics for what you are writing. Readability statistics show you how simple or complex your writing is. This can help ensure your writing is readable enough for your audience. In older versions of Word, the feature was just a click away on your status bar, but in the versions starting with 2013, you have to enable the feature first and then access it by running a spell and grammar check. Now let us see how to add readability statistics option in Microsoft Word. In Word, first click File tab and then go to Options, go to Proofing tab and then enable readability statistics. As you can see, here you see readability statistics. Enables and then save. Now let us see how to check readability statistics. Now that you have enabled readability statistics, checking the readability score of a document or a selection of text is very simple. All you have to do is run a spell and grammar check. You can select specific text to check like this. You can select a specific text to check for readability, or you can leave it as it is. So Word checks for readability of the entire document. Run through the spell and grammar check by taking Review tab and then check for spelling and grammar, or the shortcut to do it is to press F7, or you can do that from here from the bottom bar. I am taking spelling and grammar. I have made sure before I do that there are no spelling errors. Now let us check for readability. When you click readability, the window shows you some basic statistics like word count, character count, along with some averages like sentences per paragraph. In the readability section, however, in the third section, you see that flesh reading ease, flesh Kincaid grade level, and passive sentences. Both scores, flesh reading ease and flesh Kincaid grade level, are based on formulas that account for average sentence length and average syllables per word. I'll tell you what the first one is, flesh reading ease. This score rates the readability of your text on a 100-point scale, with higher scores being easier to read. Scores from 0 to 60 are typically regarded as college or college graduate level. As you can see, The scoring level for this document is 39.4. Scores from 60 to 80 are regarded as reasonably easy to read and written in plain English. Most professional documents fall into the range of 60 to 80. Higher scores than 80 are regarded as easy to read for kids. But this document, as I told you already, this is an article on Kadapa which I have copied from Wikipedia. It has flesh reading ease of 39.4, which means it is this article is appropriate for college going graduates. Now, let us look at Flesch Kincaid grade level, which is given as 12.3 for this particular document. Flesch Kincaid grade level score rates the readability of text based on US school grade levels. A score of 4.0, for example, means writing that can be understood by a 4th grader. Most professional documents fall somewhere in the range of 7 to 11. As you can see, this particular article from Wikipedia has been analyzed with a level of 12.3, which means only a person who is in 12th grade can understand and read it. So, and that's it. It's a simple feature to enable and use, and while you may not want to base everything you write on readability statistics, these can still be a handy tool for making sure you are hitting the right audience with your writing. The next tip that I can give you to improve your written English is to how to take full advantage of spell and grammar check option given in Microsoft Word. But we normally don't take full advantage, or we don't understand the full potential of spelling and grammar check in Microsoft Word. To configure proper spelling and grammar check options, you need to configure proper writing style options in Word. To do that, you take File menu, go to Options, take Proofing. Again, as you can see in the writing style section, you see that this particular document is only checking for grammar. Now, what you need to do if you want Microsoft Word to check for additional errors, if you want Microsoft Word to suggest some refinements in sentence structure and grammar and proper word usage, take Grammar and Refinements. Then go to Settings and choose what you want to be checked. Here you can check adjective used instead of adverb, agreement within noun phrases, capitalization, comma missing after introductory phrase, comma splice, commonly confused words, comparative usage, hyphenation and other. You can also enable double negation checking for clarity, jargon checking for clarity, passive voice with unknown actor, split infinitives. All these refinements are required to improve your written English. You can also check for nominalizations in conciseness, wordiness in conciseness, contractions which are informal in language. You can check for informal language and slang. You may also want to check for gender specific language. The times are that your writing needs to address to both the genders, or you should be neutral in your language. Your written English should not specify a particular gender. If you want to check for gender specific language, you can also enable this option and then click OK. If you want the default settings of grammar and refinement to be loaded, simply click reset or take OK and then give OK. Now let us see. Now as you can see, before I enable grammar and refinement options, the word did not suggest any improvement in this particular sentence. The city is surrounded on or is nicknamed, penetrating into, among all of these dynasties, dates back to a distance of about. So these may be common errors that we unknowingly commit while writing. So let us see what word suggests now as refinement. As you can see, check for the errors. It suggests that consider using active voice instead of passive voice. Even here also it displays the same. Consider active voice sentence. Now let us look at dates back to. We think that dates back to is the correct usage, but dates to is the correct usage. Instead of among all of these dynasties, the correct usage is among all these dynasties. Penetrating into north of Kadapa, the correct usage is penetrating north Kadapa. Instead of a distance of about, the correct usage is about 15 kilometers from Kadapa. Now it suggests that passive should not be used. Instead of Prataprudra was defeated by Muslims in the rain, it should be Muslims defeated. That's what it suggests. As you can see, consider using active voice. It is suggesting. Similarly, they were defeated by the Nawab of Golconda. Instead of that, Nawab of Golconda defeated them. Now let us look at it was probably extended. Instead of that, let us see the same one. You should see that there are less number of passive voice constructions in your writing. You can also check passive voice construction if you click ignore once, ignore everything. Readability statistics, because we have enabled, it shows that passive constructions are 17.1, okay, which is not good as per some. So this is how Word uses the configured writing rules to check the current document or the future documents for grammar mistakes, helping you improve your writing skills. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel.